I know we need to start. Hello and welcome to Thing at Reading the News, episode number 152. In the chat, there's nobody. Hello, nobody.
Hello.
Your nobody called today. She hung up when I
We are
asked
merely just
her
talking to the
name.
void right now. Or the one person, which I think is me, because there's one person watching.
I have the chat popped out.
Oh. Not a big deal, really. We can just carry on, I guess. Yeah, some days are slow news day, but yeah. Does anyone like roller coasters?
Yeah.
You probably won't anymore
When
after
I was
this.
younger.
Teen thought eyes were going to pop out when roller coasters stalled in midair.
Nice.
Hello, TC. Ellie Middleton found herself in a precarious position when the Air Max ride at Hull Fair got stuck. So yeah, they just got left upside down.
Okay.
Yeah. A teen who was left dangling from a stone coaster said the terrifying experience made her feel like her eyes were popping out. Ellie Middleton hopped aboard the Air Max ride at Hull Fairground on Saturday afternoon. Midway through the white knuckle ride, the train stopped, leaving those aboard hanging upside down.
Now it's a white knuckle ride.
They were suspended in midair for at least 10 minutes until the job coaster could be started again. Ride was going around as normal and I should tip as you're on it. But it reached the point when it stopped tipping and we were upside down instead of 19-year-old. We kept going for a couple of minutes in the air. Hello, Andy.
Hey, Mandy.
And because we were on the side of the ride, that meant we're going backwards, and it felt like my eyes were popping out. Yeah, that didn't even look like a roller coaster, though.
Oh, it's an amusement
How did
park
they
right
restart
now.
it? How did they restart it? I mean, did some guy go up there and start poking the car with a stick or something? I mean, I would have to assume all it would really need is a nudge.
I have no idea. The riders decided to break the ride down because they couldn't fix it. But we're still left upside down for about 10 to 15 minutes. We're all jumping around trying to mend it.
Yeah, that's going to help.
For the past 5 years, the ride has come. The whole Ellie has found herself on board. She said, although she was not feeling for her life during the incident, the episode had led with her feeling dizzy. I was upside down on the ground, trying to tilt my head because I was going dizzy. I was worried I was going to black out. I knew my life was not in danger, but it was still frightening when we finally got down. We just got our money back. The ambulance called, but I didn't get checked over or anything like that. Despite the ordeal, Ellie plans to return to the fair. It's not put me off at all, and next year I think we'll still go on the Air Max. Hull Fair is Europe's largest travelling fair and dates back to the 13th century. Well, there you go, then. Now this one's going to just
Unfortunately, for
nightmare
most
people.
of those,
What are we going to say there?
I was going to say, unfortunately for me, I am, for most of the really good roller coasters, I am actually too tall for. The restraint systems are made from somebody or made for somebody who is, average, just a little bit outside of the average height. So it's usually
Yeah,
anywhere
6 feet
from,
under, 6 feet and under, basically.
say, 4 foot. Yeah, 6 feet and under. Unfortunately for me, that stuff tend to be too tall for those things, to where the restraint system is very uncomfortable. Sucks for me. I understand why, but yeah.
Anyway, Sahar Tabar, Iranian Instagram star, arrested for blasphemy. I mean, if you look
What
like that,
the hell is that?
I don't even want to know. An Iranian Instagram star is famed for posts which appear to show her going to extreme lengths to look like Angelina Jolie has been arrested, reports say.
Oh, I remember hearing about her.
Yeah.
Something about she makes herself look like a zombie or something.
Well, no, she was made to look like Angelina Jolie and ended up looking like that.
Yeah, that looks more like an emaciated Michael Jackson. Look at that nose.
Like, that doesn't even look real. That looks like some fucking terrifying doll.
Someone's sex doll came to life, and holy crap, is it ugly!
That's like some like spooky thing you'd hang like in your car wing mirror and you'd have in your car mirror or something, isn't it?
Looks like it.
Sarah Tabar has been arrested for crimes including blasphemy and interrogating violence. Tasman News Agency reported. Tabar made international headlines last year when photos of her went viral. Though she was rumored to have at least have had 50 plastic surgeries, most of the pictures in her post have been heavily edited. Yes, that is a real photo, but it says it's heavily edited. 22-year-old known as Tabar attracted global media attention for pictures and videos which resemble what has been described as the zombie version of Angelina Jolie, reports BBC Middle East analyst Sebastian Usher. With sunken cheeks, a massively pumped smile, and cartoonist stern nose, she's got overall concern over dozens of committing surgeries he's had undertaken to resemble the American star. That looks like a night terror demon. Yeah, it does. I mean, she must go around like giving kids nightmares for the rest of their life. After fantasizing and horrifying her audience on Instagram, she also hinted that much of her ghost-like appearance was down to makeup and digital editing. In effect, she had turned herself into a kind of artistic installation. The judo authorities arrested her after members of the public repeatedly made complaints about her. She's accused of blasphemy, interrogating violence, illegally acquiring property, insulting the country's dress code, and encouraging young women to commit corruption. Because you're not allowed to speak up against things in Iran because it's peaceful religion. Her Instagram has since been deleted. She joins a long list of Iranian influencers and fashion bloggers who have fallen foul of the law. Report of her detention has sparked an online accusation of the authorities, with one cheek sarcastically suggesting she should have indulged in less pursuits such as embezzlement and murder. Master pass, definitely pass. Fucking hard pass on that one.
Yeah, I'm going to go with pass.
There is no
I've heard of necrophilia, but fucking a skeleton has got to be ridiculous.
well, necrophilia is dead. She's definitely not dead, but you wouldn't fuck her. It's horrifying.
Like I said, it'd be like fucking a skeleton.
Yeah, it's weird. Hey, moving on to more, I guess, lighthouse, well, less terrifying stuff anyway. Homeowner shocked to find mustachioed weirdo sleeping in his bathroom using a shower curtain as a blanket as cops log the band hunt. Illustrated Mill.
What up?
A shocked resident came home to find a stranger sleeping in his bathroom using the shower curtain as a makeshift blanket. And yes, I agree with the Streamlabs. Give me money. The homeowner discovered the mustachioed squatter snoozing on the floor, and managed to snap a picture of him before he bolted. Police have launched a manhunt after trespasser was found in a Long Island home at around 8 a.m. on September the 1st. A picture of the prowler shows him wearing lopsided sunglasses and holding a lime green construction helmet. Cops believe he entered the property via an open window. This was in America, so I'm surprised he didn't get shot. You think he would? Is that thing
Where
in New
was
York?
it?
New York.
New York. In a lot of places in New York, it only would have been if he had went into a bad guy's house. It's really hard to own a gun in New York.
Really?
Yeah.
Quite surprised about that. Because that violates your own constitution. That was not allowed.
Yeah, I know.
I'll
Because
do
they
it
exploit,
later.
quote unquote, they
Sorry.
exploit quote unquote loopholes in the Constitution that don't really exist.
Then they shouldn't be allowed to do it. Then they should be held to account on that one.
I agree with you, but
Because the Constitution is there for a reason, to protect your rights. If they're violating that, then that shouldn't be allowed. That
Yeah.
should technically be illegal.
yeah, the unfortunate is the people who look down on that kind of stuff put judges in that will let them do it.
I demand to go deer hunting with a saw, as in the squad automatic weapon.
As long as it's made before 1986.
Yeah, you just have the.
And you
I
can
mean, you can get a semi-auto saw, but that just defeats the purpose. It's kind of like, all the permits to get an automatic weapon, and my ass. Plus, it goes up like $20,000 just for starters.
Yeah, it can start. I mean, the permit itself, the permit process itself costs you about $1,000, I think, total. But the gun itself will easily cost you 5-6 digits.
Thunder, why do people saw shot? Money asks, Thunder, why do people saw off shotguns?
Because they're idiots. And I guess technically to conceal them.
Also, Mandy, you have the link to the stream if you want to come on. A resident told CBS New York, that's scary, that's frightening. What have people done with that? Because they want smacked in the face. And a construction worker added, "He looks for the guy at the weekend. It looks like the guy from Weekend at Bernie's." Cops to the suspect, once arrested, is looking at charges of criminal trespassing. Suffolk County Crime Stoppers is offering an award of $5,000, £4,000 for information on the unidentified man.
Oh, what was it? I've seen a guy that he got the permits and the proper permissions and whatever to have I think it was 2.5 inch barrel. The thing was, he was using 3-inch shells.
That seems a bit much for a.
It looks stupid, and I think he did it because of a movie. That was the only reason he got it.
If it's sold as a pistol, you can. If it's sold as a pistol, you can do it.
I think the way he got around it is not only did he have like the 2.5-inch barrel, he did have a like 18-inch barrel that could go on, be attached to the action of the double barrel shotgun.
Did it have a pistol grip?
I don't remember. I'll have to look up the video and send it to you.
All right. It all depends on if it follows any rules whatsoever of the NFA. If it doesn't have a pistol grip, or if it doesn't have a stock, if the barrel's shorter than 2 inches, what is it? Benelli Shockwave. It doesn't conform to any NFA regulated firearms, so it is technically it doesn't exist. It's just a firearm, which means you don't need any kind of special permits to own it federally. But the moment you put on a full barrel, you have to put on something else.
Yeah, now we're not something that I think it's where you think the binge drinking helps men woo women by proving they're healthy and strong, scientists claim. I disagree. To me, I think there's one of the things where men will think that it does, but in reality, it doesn't.
And then you have all these idiots dying at 21 because they just drink until they die.
Because trust me, I've been there when I've been done trying to woo women. It doesn't work. For me, at least, anyway.
In men's minds while binge drinking, my precious, thy hair is a field of summer wheat. Thy eyes shine like the beauty of 1,000 stars. In reality, while drinking, hey, Becky, want some fuck?
Yeah, pretty much. You think it's going to work, but it doesn't. No, I think there's a difference. I think a few drinks may lower your inhibitions a little bit, where you can have the confidence to do it. That might actually work. But if you're out your face on it, no. No joke.
I'm watching this article. It says when women are binge drinking.
It may seem an uncouth way to spend an evening, but binge drinking could be an evolutionary tactic to woo women, say scientists. Researchers suggest that heavy consumption of alcohol tells a potential mate that a binge drinker is healthy and strong. No. I mean, this is from the Daily Mail, by the way, for those that don't know. So yeah, this is a very Daily Mail article. According to the authors of the study of the American men published in the academic journal Evolutionary Psychology, heavy drinking among young adults delivers a sexual signal that demonstrates their worth. No, it doesn't. Binge drinking will get you a day at Alcoholics Anonymous. I mean, all it does is make you horny, and all it does is make you horny, and it makes you think you're good at it when really you're not. Yeah, the amount of drinking is influenced by the number of eligible men present compared to women. Researchers wrote more eligible men compared to women were associated with higher male binge drinking rates, but lower female binge drinking rates. But that doesn't even make sense. Because presumably, if you're drunk and you're trying to woo women, you're doing it in a pub or a nightclub, aren't you? Which means more than likely they're both binge drinking.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
So
Too late, dude.
it doesn't
My
make
lane.
sense. Yeah, beer is a pillar of cultivation. Our findings generally support predictions derived from evolutionary theory and suggest binge drinking may function as a costly sexual signal, conditionally regulated by age and the sex ratio and local sex ratio. It's just me. That just sounded like word salad.
Yes, it did.
That made no fucking sense at all. Binge drinking was defined as the consumption of more than 4 alcoholic drinks for men, for women, and 5 alcohol and 5 drinks for men on a single occasion. See, that doesn't seem like that much. Really, does it?
Not really. I don't know. When I was younger, 5 wasn't that much. Nowadays, 5, I'm feeling pretty damn good.
5 for me isn't that much though. Like if someone says they've had like 5 beers, I would say, yeah, you've had a few, but you haven't had a lot.
Mhm. I don't think my big problem's not so much how much or how little I drink; it's how quickly I drink it. So,
Yeah, my problem is I can't just have a few. I have to like actually get completely out of it.
Mm.
Beer drinking is too time consuming when there's Grey Goose instead. Yeah, but I like to build my way up to it though. So yeah, I like to build my way up to it. And I mean, the 4 or 5 drinks. I mean, there are people that go like to the pub every day and drink more than that, and have full-time jobs and stuff. You know, so yeah. The authors from the University of Pennsylvania in Buffalo also noted that binge drinker provides information about the characteristics of a drinker that will be useful when evaluating the worth of a mate. Data from the UK and other countries shows binge drinking is more prevalent among wealthier individuals, potentially reflecting affluence in a possible mate. Again, no, because I've seen plenty of alcoholics who are poor. Like, I don't know if you get it over here, but like over here, you usually get junkies that'll just ask you for money on the street. And it'll usually be for like alcohol and drugs, but they'll make like some excuse for it. You'll be like, "Oh, I need money for the bus because my dad is ill. I need to go see him in the hospital," or some fucking bullshit excuse like that. Going, do you honestly expect me to believe that? Oh, Green Thunder, you're muted, by the way, and you're.
I know. Also, I
actually,
recognize you. I now have to pee.
Yes, why are you wearing that anyway?
Thanks for sharing.
Because why not?
I say, you know, I'm not surprised you
I had a
will.
gal come up to me one time, and it's like, "Can you spare a couple bucks so I can go out and get a bottle of booze?" I forgot what the hell she said. But she said, you know, she begged a couple bucks to go get booze, and I was like, in case like that, I gave her a couple bucks because, well, hell, at least she's honest.
Yeah.
I just discovered another issue with this costume.
Well,
I can't read chat.
you can.
No, can't.
Well, you did manage to mute yourself, didn't you?
That was clicking. I can't actually read anything with this on.
Oh, I thought you said leave chat. Oh, you mean read chat?
Read. Yeah, that's another issue. The microphone was hard to get in the
Yeah,
master.
Green Thunder is everyone's weird uncle. Yeah.
I'll take it.
And Mandy also says that's my green. So you and Mandy must have a thing.
A little bit. Also, Mandy, did you answer your DM on Discord?
Yeah, like somebody's done it like Green Thunder Streamlabs so you can go down and fuck Mandy.
I can't accept it yet. Until next time I
It'd be
go
in limbo,
out.
wouldn't it? It'd be in limbo, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Like the Cupid. I just like,
Alright.
I just like be the Cupid between you and Mandy. Like,
I am going to take this off and go drain the lizard. Be right back.
fair enough. Don't even know why you had it on in the first place.
Because I could.
Yeah, the last thing you did on Discord was send me a video of a Pampa Chew the baby, man. I watched like 2 minutes of that and thought this is just degenerate shit, and then it's left. I think, why the fucking hell would you anyone show that? Also, fucking share the stream because there's like there's only 5 people watching this. We need better viewers. We need more viewers. I demand more viewers. Yeah. Right. Come on, load. Hundreds of transgender youths who had gender reassignment surgery, wish they hadn't, and want to transition back, says trans rights champion. This doesn't shock me.
Actually, I heard it was thousands, but I can
Probably
get
is.
with hundreds.
Hundreds of transgender people who identified, hundreds of transgender people who have transitioned, want to undo their surgery. A campaigner who decided to stop identifying as a male has revealed. Shirley Evans from 28 from Newcastle was born female but identified as male for almost 10 years, but decided to stop taking testosterone to become a woman again. So yeah, and she'd done this when she was 18. That's legally an adult. So if someone who was technically an adult does it and ends up regretting it, I'll just say a fucking kid's gonna do it. Thank you, TC.
I think that's kind of sorry about your luck. You were warned.
Well, not for a kid, but for an adult, yeah. I'm saying it's a massive decision. Like if adults end up living if adults end up living to regret it, then it could be a lot worse for a kid, isn't it?
Yep.
Because at least she went through puberty as a woman.
Adults.
To fuck their body up.
Yeah. They were warned. That's all I can say is they were warned.
Hundreds of people I've contacted her, including 30 in Newcastle alone, asking for guidance about detransitioning. the process of becoming the gender they were born after she went public with the decision last year. Because that must fuck with your mental health, though.
Yep.
You know, like, you must fuck with your mental and physical health if you're taking the male and female hormone. If you then take a male hormone to become a man, and then you do that for long enough, and you then start taking the female one, that's gonna fuck you up, isn't it?
Well, in this case, I mean, if they're taking the male hormones to go back to the female hormones, all they got to do is stop taking the male ones. So.
It's also going to be even worse if they actually went through reassignment surgery as well.
The moment they get cut, you ain't never going to be the same. Yeah.
You kind of have a look at that one. I messaged English Tom to hurry up and get here. He's probably at work or something. He works weird hours. He doesn't have like a set like work schedule. He just works like random weird hours. And Hello Red Feather. I'm in communication with 19 and 20-year-olds who have had full gender reassignment surgery who wish they hadn't. And the dysmorphia hasn't been revealed. They don't feel better for it. And that's one of the reasons why the suicide rate amongst trans people is so high.
Because they realize they done fucked up.
Yeah. Because they've gone through all this time and all this effort and they haven't cured their gender dysphoria whatsoever.
Hello, Red Feather.
That's kind of why I always said.
I'm very upset you didn't finish the video. You probably missed him going to the park dressed as a toddler with his daddy. See, why would anyone want to see that? That's just fucking weird. And the people who get in contact with me are usually in their mid-20s, mostly same-sex, attracted, and often autistic. Well, I'm not going to get into the autistic one. Correlation doesn't equal causation. That's all I'm going to say about that one. Also, Red Feather says, I want you to say hello to your mom, Green Thunder.
I'll make sure to say hello to her after the stream.
And Chucker's back.
Whoops.
That's the wrong thing.
Yeah. So what I was getting ready to say was that, those who transition, those who do the whole transgender and transition thing. Listen, I got no problem if you're going to do it, but goddamn, make sure it's absolutely positively that's it, not just because you feel like it, because there's no going back.
That's why I think before they do it, clinics should be like. That's why I think clinics should maybe tell people what it actually entails and stuff, so they know more about it.
Yeah. Explain everything, the very beginning to the very end, and explain everything that they're going to go through. But the way they've got everything set up, it's a matter of, I could walk into some damn clinic and say, I could walk into some clinic, sit there and say, I want to be a woman. And they say, okay, here's estrogen. Here's some estrogen for you. Let's start.
And Mandy wants Green Thunder's mom to do a YouTube cooking channel.
I don't think she'd know how.
Point a camera into the kitchen and start cooking.
I mean, well, You know how to do it. I guess you could just film it for her, and while she does the cooking.
I seem to remember several streams of Brit Gamer Girl doing just that. She turned the camera on and start cooking,
Yeah, I remember
and
that.
that's
Yeah.
it. The whole time you're sitting there wondering, what the hell are you doing? While she just sitting there stirring a pan or stirring stuff in a pot. I'm just like, okay,
Hello,
thanks for
Peter.
the description of exactly what I was in the pot and all. But hey, what are you gonna do?
Also, Red Feather, who was scantily clad. I get to do. No, man, I'm not going to get transitioned. Therefore, you don't get to do my makeup. However, if someone gives enough money to Green Thunder Stream Labs, you can do his makeup.
You know how long money from in my Streamlabs is going to sit in limbo? I don't know when the next time I go into town is. Could be months from now. I don't leave the property that often. The house, I do it every day. I go outside.
I guess the
So
next
you're
time your
the
mom
opposite
goes
of
shopping,
vampire to leave your property.
well, I guess the next time your mom goes shopping, you could just go in town with her. I guess.
There's some issue with that, but it's just hard for me to get to town.
Yeah. I don't know, Scotty. Mandy said I missed Green Thunder in his Green Man costume. Yeah.
You know
Peter,
how
I'm not
much
bad yourself.
that spandex suit is a pain in the ass to put on. Who decides to put zippers in backs?
Yes, the zipper should be on the front so you can piss while you're in the suit.
Well, the zipper starts like also starts about just above my belly button, I think, if I'd have it on the front.
Well, at least he's not going to something about marry himself with that zipper.
I see. If you were to wear that on a night out or whatever, that must be a pain in the arse. Actually, if you're gonna go to toilet.
I wore it last Halloween with just shorts because I didn't have anything to put over it, which that's actually more of an under thing. The spandex suit. Turns out wind blowing on that has like a weird cooling effect, and with Halloween being cold already, I only trick or treated half the night. Because screw that, it was cold.
As long as she isn't like Opal and Burns War, we should do well. 21-year-old women who identified as male from the age of 13 reached out to Miss Evans because transitioning did not help her gender dysphoria. The woman who did not want to be identified said, "There is a system of saying here, okay, here's your hormones, here's your surgery, off you go." I don't think that's helpful for anyone. No, and that's why I think they should stop treating it. That's why it was wrong to stop treating it as a mental health issue. I think, at least, anyway.
They're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Because that's what it is. It's a mental health issue. I'm sure transitioning may help
Yeah,
some
it
people
is.
deal with it, but for others, it's not going to help that way. Which is why there should probably be more research into it, because I don't know if it's going to. I don't know what else to do about that.
The worst part is it had been admitted several times that gender dysphoria, much like homosexuality, was removed from the diagnostic manuals, the mental diagnostic manuals, over political pressure, not over any kind of actual decision other than.
I'm torn as to whether most cases are a mental health issue or a bullying to peer pressure issue. I'd say both, to some extent. Because the kids are learning
Red
about
Feather, there's actually
because if kids are
there's a whole subsection of
When you talk,
I think Trucker may have cut off.
there's a whole. No, I'm still here. There's a whole subsection of the transgender. They're calling it rapid onset gender dysphoria. But as they're starting to study that, they're realizing that it is predominantly peer pressure related. It is because they feel they have to be like that to fit in with their friends.
I don't know why anyone would want to be like that though, because gender dysphoria is horrible.
It is.
Oh,
Hello, English Storm. Because I don't know what it would feel like to like think you're in a completely wrong gender, and yeah, like that's no. That's why it is a mental health issue.
I don't know about you, but
Well,
anything
yeah,
my
right.
body does, I don't claim. It does it on its own.
Well, so when you fart, you don't blame. So when you fart, it's not you then.
Nope, not my fault.
Even when you think you're going to fart and it's not a fart.
Listen,
Okay,
that was
that
some
is your
bad
body's fault.
information. Freaking. Your sphincter gives you some bad information. All of a sudden, you have to go take a shower midstream.
Yeah, that's pretty embarrassing, isn't it?
It's a tad more embarrassing than wearing a shit. What's that hat? Whatever, the binky and the bonnet. That's it.
Okay, I'll admit we've all shot. I'll admit I've shot. Everyone has shot at least once as an adult, right? But I've never done it live on air.
That was my mistake.
All right, if we're going to go into the disgusting stuff, the most depressing thing is when you feel like you really, really have to go. You go take your place on the porcelain throne, and all you do is fart. That's just depressing.
Ooh, that's my favorite poem. Here I sit all broken-hearted, tried to shit but only farted.
If you've never,
They use paint to cover my pen, but the shithouse poet strikes again. Anyway.
Yeah, the baby is fine. Everyone's done it at least once as an adult. It happens. And
what's the news
say you
about?
haven't, you're lying. Uncle Yeezy. I haven't shit my pants since becoming an adult. I know what's fast to dust. You say that, but I think you're lying. Anyway, the woman who did not want to be identified said the system. I read that. Mr. Evans is now setting up the detransition advocacy network to help people who feel the same way as she did. She's due to have a breast removal surgery this summer. They started having doubts in May before deciding to stop taking hormones to cancel the procedure. Those are two kind of people. Those that shit their pants and those who are lying. You should put that on your tombstone, Green.
Man, you forgot the third part. The people like her who get paid to do it.
Yeah, get paid to do what?
Shit her pants.
Yeah, the science journalists are previously treated. We know there's no such thing as being a boy brain or a girl brain. I think you can be born in the wrong one. Well, no, I think it's been proven that males and females' brains are wired differently.
Ooh, this gives me a chance. Have you ever had a conversation with your brain?
You mean speak to yourself, essentially?
No, a conversation with your brain. It can happen in, it's called, Old World Blues DLC. I'll get around to that in New Vegas eventually.
What? because I speak to myself all the time, but
Oh
I don't.
no, you get your brain sucked out. It gets sent across the uh, crater, and you have to go on an adventure to find your brain.
Okay.
It's great fun.
The irony is that said you can. The irony is actually that it's been said that you can never actually communicate directly with your brain.
Because how can you? Because your brain is you.
Yeah.
Uh,
If your brain is you, so how can you directly communicate with your brain if it's you?
one of my favorite
Just saying
things.
you can't.
One of my favorite things that
You
I've come up.
as you.
Go.
I was just gonna say you as the perception of everything. It's all the sensation from all your limbs. It's your brain. It's your sight. It's your, all five senses.
But yeah, that's one of my favorite sayings I've come up with. Never trust anything that's named itself. And technically the brain named itself. Along with the Ouija board. Definitely never trust the Ouija board.
Sometimes speaking to yourself is a guarantee of a sensible conversation. Well, not in my case, it's not because it's me. Talking to yourself is the first side of
So,
madness.
Red Feather-
TC, I think I'm a long way past the first side of madness. Isn't talking to yourself considered schizophrenia?
No. Answering yourself is schizophrenia.
No, schizophrenia is only when you hear
The problem
voices.
is, Red Feather, I've actually got,
When you hear voices and you speak to them, it's your own voice. It's fine.
my problem is, Red Feather, I've actually gotten an argument.
How does that happen?
I have no idea.
Usually I think something and just don't question why, I just do it, which is why I ended up in a green suit on live, what is this, television? Or the internet.
Yeah. Look, if we were on television, we'd be cancelled a long time ago. One, we don't get the views, and two, we're far too offensive. Yeah, you think you can answer the other answer, you answer. Yeah, that's what I meant. If you get an answer. Yeah. Yeah, we know hormone blockers are safe because are unsafe because we need testosterone and estrogen for brain development. We need to hashtag be brave and stand together. Data is not currently showing how many transgender people come to regret the decision, but Shabberstock and Portman NHS Trust, which offers gender identity services for children as young as 3. As young as 3, it says it is rarely seen.
A 3-year-old doesn't even know how to wipe its ass. What does it know about gender?
At 3, you're barely fucking toilet trained. In fact, some people aren't fucking toilet trained at the age of 3.
Like I said, you don't even know how to wipe your own ass.
The fuck is the... No. In a statement, a trust spokesperson said, yeah, like if you're questioning gender at the age of 3, it's not because you're like that, it's because your parents want you to be like that. It's like the whole vegan cat argument.
Cats cannot be vegan, they're meat eaters.
You know, the whole point of that argument is that like, if a cat's vegan, it's not by the cat's choice, it's the owner's choice. No,
Yeah.
man, they're not going to sing. Unless I'm paid to sing. And then I've said that Cryptic's going to, and then I've said that Cryptic's going to appear. Although, especially now that I've mentioned his name. He's like Beetlejuice. If you mention his name, he'll appear. Mention his name often enough, he'll appear. No one thinks about sexuality at age 3 unless adults brought it up. Yep. I wouldn't trust most 20-year-old transgenders to wipe their own asses, to be fair. Yeah. In a statement, a trust spokesperson said decisions about physical interventions made in our care arrived after a thorough exploration process. While some of our patients may decide to pursue other treatment or drop out of treatment, the experience of regret here is rarely seen. You do it to people you're young as fucking 3 years old. Like, what the So yeah, you know, if you're gonna transition, do the fucking research first, because otherwise you may live to regret it.
Mhm.
When it comes to altering my body, I tend to look into it a lot more than I look into anything else.
Yeah, this trans stuff is going to be a thing that people look back at the way we look at multiple electroshock and forced sterilization. Yeah.
Not wrong.
No. Pork masquerading as chicken. Like, Desmond is amazing. The drag kid he started watching RuPaul's Drag Race at age 2. He's almost like, I knew he was gay, bitch. No, you forced the drag shit on him. Also, how can you tell your toddler is gay?
Have you seen that the mother of like Desmond is amazing is absolutely appalled that pedophiles really like him and are sexualizing him?
That's because you fucking sexualize your own fucking child, you horrible fucking cunt of a mother.
It's like, you sexualized him first, you dumb bitch.
Now, this one I think is a terrible idea.
Most of my ideals are.
No, this isn't your idea. Drug addicts to be given free heroin to stop them committing crimes.
What the hell?
Yeah.
But
who's the dumbass that came up with this?
I don't know, we'll find out. That doesn't make sense, though, because if they're taking heroin, then in effect they're committing a crime.
Technically, I guess, but...
Or if
The same people who thought outlawing it in the first place would make them stop.
Yeah, probably. For fuck's sake, she lets him dance for money, exactly. Heroin schemes will be given free drugs to administer as part of a scheme run by Cleveland Police starting this month. So the most prolific offenders in Middlesbrough, which is in the north of England, for those who don't know, will be the first to use the scheme, which is aimed at cutting crime and rehabilitating them. How the fucking hell is just given, like, here you go, you're addicted to drugs. Let's have drugs. We're going to give you drugs for free. That's a great way of rehabilitating them, isn't it? The fuck?
It's not the first time it's been done. I mean, look at all the methadone clinics, the free methadone clinics in the U.S.
Yeah, there's shitloads of free methadone clinics here as well, but they don't literally give you free heroin.
No, the methadone is to get you off of it. But the thing is, if you break the addiction to heroin, methadone, you know, if you're actually free of, you're replacing one high with a different high. That's all.
So can someone show up, get the free drugs, and sell them in another city? Maybe, depending on where you take them, I guess. I assume you'd have to take them in the place itself. There would be like a special room or something. You'd think. They will be able to inject medical-grade heroin 3 times a day at a specialist NHS clinic. The scheme is aimed at breaking up the cycle of committing crime to get money for drugs and ending up in prison. The annual cost of this scheme is almost £5,000, almost £500,000, according to the Mail on Sunday. It was created by Cleveland Police and Crime Agency Commissioner Barry Coppinger, who announced he would stand down next year after a rebrand of his force inadequate across all areas. Also, I'm not surprised it's inadequate if you're the one giving fucking free. Like, we have heroin out nights in our city. Here's an idea. Let's give them free heroin. Yeah, that's gonna work, isn't it? You know, I think this is. I think they worked out it was a lazy way for them to save money.
Have you seen what happens if a long-term heroin addict needs like a blood transfusion?
No, and to be honest, I don't want to.
The phlebotomist finds it really hard to actually give them blood or take any out because most of their veins are just blown to shit.
Because I know a junkie who I think he was addicted to heroin.
For the use more than the
What was that, trucker you roboted?
Because I know a junkie, right, and he used to inject himself all the time. And the bad thing about him was he also had MS as well. So he probably fucked himself up. And so by the time he was 30, he was in a wheelchair. And he couldn't even go to the bathroom himself. He'd end up shitting himself and pissing himself and stuff. Methadone addiction is worse. You're just a slave to big pharma and with dealers. Does cut crime though, etc. And that fentanyl shit is basically synthetic heroin. And it's supplied mostly by China. Oxycodone is also basically synthetic heroin. Tees Valley man Ben Hodgkin told the paper it's not right for a commissioner who has failed badly and is stepping down in a matter of months to make Cleveland police force a guinea pig for an experimental new drugs policy when he won't even be around to face its consequences. I'm sure most right-thinking people would rather see hundreds of thousands of pounds he is squandering spent on getting the basic rights investing in frontline policing. Because I think if it was going anywhere, I think it would be going to try and get these people off heroin instead of just giving them heroin for free. I think that would have been a better way to go about it. I guess was ever easiest for you. Mr. Commander has previously said the trial would be able to drug users whom all of the treatment has failed that are known to be the most active criminals in the town as they look to finance their addiction. He said taxpayers would actually save money because less would be spent on NHS and police resources. The trial is expected to be followed by another near Darlington, run by Durham Police. This sounds like a terrible idea. Doesn't really help anybody. Hello, Mandy, and hello, Sugar again.
Hello.
Hi.
Methadone was actually created in Nazi Germany, and the opium roots have been cut off, so they needed a synthetic opiate that's pointless fact for you. No? So basically, Hitler's to blame for methadone then.
I came for the free heroin. Where is it?
It's in Middlesbrough.
The names in the article, there's one in one part it says Cleveland, so I'm thinking it's America. Damn.
No, it's not. It's not. It's in Middlesbrough. It's in England. It's in the north of England.
And then another part in the article says Durham, which I assume is North Carolina, and then I was very confused.
No, it's in the north of England.
Ah. I think it's a great idea. Go get your free heroin and do a test.
I think it's a terrible idea.
Yeah, that's one of those drugs I'd rather stay away from.
Yeah, I've seen Chainspotting. I ain't taking heroin.
They said they were doing it because of crime. Like, it'll reduce crime.
Man, I think you've never seen Trainspotting, because if you have, you'll never take heroin.
I've never tried heroin, but once you get your free stash. I'll try it.
I was saying, have you seen Chain Spotting? Because if you have, you would not take heroin.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that in a while.
Yeah, but after that, you still want to take heroin.
Is that why that guy shit the bed in the movie?
And that's the movie where the guy, where the baby ends up crawling on the ceiling.
Ally McBeal? No, wait, no, that was a dancing baby.
Well, the dancing baby from
Hey.
the 90s.
You're supposed to just wear the spandex suit. You shouldn't have covered it up.
No, he's taking his suit off now.
Yeah,
Green Man.
that thing is uncomfortable. It's expensive too. That thing was $30. I think it was.
How often have you worn it?
That makes twice.
Twice in.
Be honest, are you still wearing it?
No, I only wear it once in a while. I need to start wearing it more.
It's amazing the amount of science medicine, etc. came from Germany. Yeah. In World War II. That's also where Fanta comes from as well. Fun
Yes. Fanta, I happen to have a 2-liter of Fanta next to me. Leave me alone.
Isn't Fanta the drink of choice for juggalos?
No, that's Faygo.
Faygo.
Fanta is a World War II. It's technically a Coke product, but Germany couldn't get the ingredients for Coke in, so the factories just started making Fanta.
Yeah, and then eventually, I think I assume just Coca-Cola just bought it off the Nazis after World War II.
Well, technically, it was still their company.
See, I can't say much. My favorite candy cane is a direct product of World War II. Smarties.
Are you smoking with me, Scotty? Yeah.
What are you smoking? I was smoking tobacco.
Just a cigarette.
My question is,
once I'm not the only one smoking on the stream for once.
Has anyone ever driven a Volkswagen?
Yeah.
Hitler started it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hitler's car, the people, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't you just love it when you see really wealthy Jews driving German cars?
Doesn't Coke technically still use spent leaves of the cocoa plant or cocaine plant?
No.
I don't know.
They took all the fun out of Coke.
Yeah, when did they do that? Bastards.
Long time ago.
And we
At a
can't
galaxy far, far away?
Germany any credit because Nazis. Coke literally had cocaine. Coke never actually had cocaine in it.
Yes, it did, didn't it? It had some kind of speed in it.
No, apparently that was a myth.
Oh, even better.
Well, that's just no fun.
How's that no fun? What do you do? Cocaine's overrated anyway.
Probably. I've never had nose candy.
Maybe you haven't. Maybe you went to the wrong person.
Woke protesters are progressive. They want to take us back to the Stone Age. Can't say this.
I prefer my iron steel tools. Thank you. They're far superior. They hold a nice edge. Technically, you could get, I think it was bronze with a better edge, but it took way longer than it does for iron.
Firstly, now they just want to give me fucking. Firstly, never mind. Need to discard the article because I'm unprofessional and didn't realize you had to fucking actually subscribe to them for it.
If you want the best, the sharpest blade you get is obsidian. Problem is that's glass, technically a glass, so you can't really make that big of a blade out of it. Maybe an arrowhead, but
maybe.
Did you hear about Damascus steel though? That stuff was awesome. Don't know how they did it. they figured out what made Damascus still strong. Problem is they had to destroy a sword to do it. They found out that there was carbon nanofibers in it. Don't know how the craftsmen back in the day did that.
Anyway, news. Second
Okay.
whistleblower backs up complaint, which sparked Trump impeachment probe. A second whistleblower this morning has come forward in the impeachment case against President Trump. According to the lawyer representing him, that was representing the first. Mark Zia, the second source who worked in intelligence, has not filed an unofficial complaint. But first hand knowledge that support the original claim. Trump has been accused of using the power of his office to solicit interference from a foreign country. In the 2020 election, by urging his Ukrainian counterpart, President Volodymyr Zelensky, to investigate the Democratic rival Joe Biden and his son. How was that in any way interference? Like, really? Because wasn't his son actually a member of the Ukrainian government?
From what I hear, his son was getting like a fair amount of money from the Ukrainian government and didn't know why.
So how was that foreign interference when all he's doing is trying to like investigate what the fuck was actually going on there? Yeah, the US president and his supporters have totally rejected the totally inaccurate accusations that Trump has also branded the inquiry bullshit and suggested the chair of the House Intelligence Committee, Adam Schiff, derided as shifty, should also face arrest for treason. Oh, for fuck's sake, did Adam Schiff groom this whistleblower too? And Tracy Mills has never done cocaine in his life, apparently, which extra doubt on that one.
If I remember correctly, he is. No, wait, no, I'm not supposed to tell the state. I probably remember incorrectly anyway. Carry on.
Who?
I think that's all man cocaine is, and we all know he's done cocaine. I remember a shit show where you talk about the drugs you've done in English, Tom, so yeah.
All your bad life decisions, Tom.
You may be drunk at the time, but so was I, because to be honest, when we used to go on the shit show, I was drunk most of the time. Good times, though. They should bring that show back. Chadwick should bring that show back.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
Because like his phone.
He needs an actual computer. His phone does not like Streamlabs.
Green, don't you live near him?
I live middle of the state. I believe he's on the coast, but
Like he's in Detroit, isn't he?
close enough.
Near Detroit.
By Detroit.
So near Detroit, then. Full disclosure, I did cocaine twice, was okay, but didn't like the feeling on edge constantly, so not for me. Cocaine is a product made from coca plant, which has many beneficial uses, like chocolate.
I wonder what the meat of the coca plant tastes like the fruit. Because I ever see is the bean.
Well, the bean was the fruit.
No, there's fruit around it. Just like cashews, there you have like a pear-shaped type fruit on them.
Yeah, he needs a new laptop because Hangouts is gone. Yeah, similar to hemp, it has been demonized for its unseemly uses. Like hemp can make good paper and stuff as well, and clothing. Mr. Zaid shared the latest development with ABC and said both whistleblowers have legal protection preventing them from being fired in retaliation for making a complaint. Earlier, Mike Pompeo said his department intended to follow the law in the House impeachment investigation and vigorously defend Mr. Trump. The U.S. Secretary of State, who listened in during the phone call, said there's been some suggestion that somehow that it would be inappropriate for the U.S. government to engage in that activity, and I see just precisely the opposite. Yeah, basically, they just want to fucking get one
Except
basically.
that Joe
anyway.
Biden admitted to. Yeah, except that Joe Biden admitted to doing exactly what they're Trump accusing Trump of doing.
Basically, yeah. Because what was it? I can't remember what his son, what Joe Biden's son actually did, but I think he had a job in the Ukrainian government.
Right, yeah, I have no idea what Joe
No.
Biden did.
There's a big gas and oil company over there
I'm trying to read it.
that Joe Biden's son. There's a big gas and oil company in the Ukraine that Joe Biden's son had a job on the board and was paying him like $5,000 a month or something,
They're never going to get Trump
or
impeached.
something
Ever.
like $50,000 a month. They were paying Joe Biden's son some absorbent amount of money, and like the attorney general over there was investigating that company. So Biden, $1 billion of U.S. money going over there until that attorney general was fired.
Yeah, I remember that stream's going. Not ashamed of my past, to be honest. A lot was learned, and it's the past. Yeah, fair enough. Like I used to do drugs in the past as well.
I have only done weed.
And that's what they've been doing the whole time, pointing fingers at Trump and doing the exact same things they did. Yeah. Prohibition always does the opposite of what it's supposed to. Like government intervention, really. Yeah. Biden's son had dealings with China too. I'm not shocked. China. Fucking China. Well, they can't hear me because YouTube's blocked in China.
All right, here we go.
Hong Kong, their freedom.
Ow.
What did you do?
Smash my head against the speaker.
Also, there you go. I just posted a link to an image of the cocoa, like fruit.
I didn't even know there was fruit. Anyway, time for some idiots being idiots.
Didn't I do that earlier?
No, this is people even. He's gonna be able to make you seem smart, Green. So yeah. Yeah, smartphones always blamed for rise in number of pedestrians killed or injured by cyclists. People too busy looking at their phones who fail to look before crossing are believed to be responsible for a huge surge in accidents. You know what I call this? I call this Darwinism.
I've
Yeah,
never
it's evolution.
understood why people are so obsessed with their phones that they get fucking hit by a car. Put the phone in your pocket, you dumbass.
This is
Actually, you know,
People
in
get-
Germany there was a town.
hit.
Chucky, you just roboted.
People. This is talking about people getting hit by bicycles.
Wait,
What
bikes or
was
motorbikes?
It says cyclists, so bikes. So
Okay, never mind. I don't. Wait, how do you get killed getting hit by a freaking bicycle?
I don't know.
Maybe
Freaking
the belt.
Lance Armstrong hit you or
Ching
something?
ching.
Yeah,
Hey,
depends
leave
who
the
was on
one
it.
nut wonder out of this.
The world's
Depends
best
what-
champion
what-
just
what-
pedaling
what-
away, and you pay attention to your phone. Ooh,
Red
Well,
Feather,
dude,
like I said earlier, I think they're reopening the uranium one investigation.
People that cyclists have really bad attitudes,
Yeah, they use
Yeah.
it.
especially when you almost hit them with your car.
Thing is, this is very much because I think there was a town in Germany that actually had to put like traffic lights on the fucking road because people kept looking at their phones when they're crossing the road.
Yeah, no, that's fine for not doing that. Let the people die because they're morons. They're
Yeah.
warned
that-
all the time, just like people who text and drive. You're warned not to do it.
So with that is though, with texting and driving, you can potentially put other people at risk though.
This is why they should have put all the Pokemon in Pokemon Go at the bottom of the Grand Canyon.
Because if you text and drive, you can put other people at risk. People are riding bikes and distracted by their cell phones. No, it's people crossing the road and distracted by their phones and get hit by the cyclists. None of the pedestrians killed or seriously injured by cyclists soaring and mobile phones are being blamed. Smartphone zombies who fail to look before crossing the road are believed to be responsible for a surge in accidents. 16 pedestrians have been killed in crashes with cyclists. So it's that high. You wouldn't think that many people would die because of that.
I don't know, but I'm pissed at Pokemon Go. Freaking 80 acres of wetland, no Pokemons. But then again, it's private property, so that's probably why.
No, there should be. No, there should be Pokemon.
You're Pokemoning wrong.
Yeah, you ever tried to play in a car?
You know, that kind of makes me wonder when that.
Car.
What was
My
that?
question is,
what did you say, Scott?
When Pokemon,
I'm saying, you ever tried to play Pokemon Go in a car? It
No.
doesn't work.
No.
It doesn't work.
They what is it? Whoever makes Pokemon try to keep you off private property because of a lot of people getting shot at.
So then it must be just an American thing.
Probably.
well, my thought is how many people got caught burglarizing somebody's house and tried to use Pokemon Go as an excuse.
Ban Red Feather right now.
Yeah, you're putting others at risk crossing a road, doing it to cyclists, car drivers, weaving, etc. Yeah, I guess so. Imagine telling a story about getting hit by a bike. A Pokemon banned from private property. Maybe we're there because over here I've managed to catch Pokemon in my house before.
I don't want any Pokemon in my house. Keep your filthy Japanese cartoons away from me.
And yes, Pokemon go to the polls. Yeah, that was just,
Yeah, that's what I said. Ban Red Feather right now for or at least time
I'm not
Red
gonna
Feather.
say it doesn't do anything.
Green, I've never seen you be so angry about something.
That is the worst thing ever said by anyone. Well, except for that one time when there was that bunch of people touring, like that one camp, and then someone goes, "Psych! It's a gas chamber, not showers." Ha ha!
Do I get the option of just lay there doing nothing while I let the guy finish in me? I would love to.
Damn it!
That's the worst thing
Okay,
said by anyone.
When I stop rope this
Which one, the clip or what I said? Also, I'm probably going to have to disavow what I said too.
Also, this one as well.
Opinionated Scotsman is my favourite YouTuber of all time.
Yeah, someone here. We've got getting signed badges for those two clips. Anyway, woman
Hey,
data
Scott.
shows- What?
Can we do that thing where we go explore your Facebook pictures?
No, because I don't want to dox myself.
Fine.
16 pedestrians have been killed in crashes with cyclists, and another 590 seriously injured in the past 5 years. Government data shows one pedestrian was killed in a crash with a bike last year, and another 144 were badly injured, an increase of 35 in the past 5 years. Department of Transport says there were 2,658 accidents in 2017 involving pedestrians who were recklessly or in a hurry, including using the phones. Stop using your fucking phone crossing the road. It is, man.
Yes, stay inside your house like a normal person.
Of these, 41 were fatal, and 765 caused serious injuries to the pedestrian. Separate NHS statistics reveal that one emergency admission to hospital every day for a pedestrian has been a collision with a cyclist. In June, yoga teacher Gemma Brusher sued a cyclist who hit her as she crossed the road while looking at her mobile. That's your fault. Why is she suing someone who hit her when it's their own fault? You should have been looking more. Unless she is literally blind, there's no reason to sue that person. Killed by bicycles, damn, how fast were they going?
Death by cycle.
I thought I remembered it from somewhere. A judge found her carelessness partly to blame, but cyclist Robert Hazeldine was 38 was deemed liable to pay thousands of pounds. Why?
Wait,
It
is he one of the...
was her own fault.
Oy.
Duncan Dollamore of Cycling UK said the reality is that cyclists do little harm to other road users, including pedestrians. Agreed. Fucking stupid cunts. That's what I say. They're just stupid fucking cunts. They die as natural selection at that point. Seeing the dog agrees with me. You can hear that dog.
Is that your neighbour's dog?
Yes.
I think you should get a dog, Scotty.
No, I already have a cat.
Dog's better.
My cat's getting old though. So in a few years the cat will be gone.
I have at least another decade and a half, I think, with my cats.
How old is your cat?
One of them's like 6 or 7, the other one's 2 years younger than that, so 5 or 6. I don't really keep track of dates.
You got another 10 years. You got another 10 years of the other one, and about 12 of the other one then.
Yeah.
Yeah, my cat's 12, so she's getting old.
My cat is cremated on the table in a nice jar.
So in other words, dead.
Yeah, he died.
Press F.
He
Yeah,
was
does anyone
cute.
ban fireworks? They don't like fireworks?
Does it explode? Then I like it.
Blanket ban over the
American.
counter. A blanket ban on over the counter sales of fireworks is not rocket science. Ugh. A study shows 9 out of 10 Scottish people would like to see the ban of over the counter fireworks, and Recordview says they're not wrong. Here's the thing. Fireworks are a pain in the arse, but
They're a pain in the ass. Where have you been sticking them, Scotty?
Do you buy fireworks, Scott?
no.
Apparently, Red Feather has a cat that came with the house.
Oh,
And that's cruel. Do they want to just leave them behind just for like?
Some cats
Is the
will
housewarming
flat out
present?
refuse to move. In fact, there's been cases of the people moving with the cat, and then the cat going like 45, 50 or so miles back to that house.
cats are so weird.
Yeah, cats don't like moving into new places because they're not used to it. They don't recognize their scent or anything. Come on, don't be harsh. The hot sauce in her handbag was genius. Fireworks can change from spectacular showpieces to lethal weapons in seconds.
Only if you're stupid.
Yeah. Those fears are underlined by thousands of Scottish people who want to tighten up the way pyrotechnics are sold. Scottish government consultation shows that about 9 in 10 people would support an outright ban of over-the-counter sales. There's no ambiguity here. That's a fucking majority. Yeah, probably a biased majority though.
Why are we protecting the stupid people? Let the stupid people be, and the gene pool will be better for it.
But I guess if you're doing it like the things like, yeah, they're being stupid by themselves, like they're letting off fireworks in their own house. But the thing is, that people like stick like fireworks up a cat's ass and stuff. Is like,
Okay, that is straight up. Yeah, you need to be killed.
Your brain went right there to sticking fireworks up cats' asses. That's what they're all doing with it.
because that's disgusting. Yeah, well, yeah, he used to live by the shed. I fed him out there. It took me 6 months to get him to let me pet him, but now he won't leave me alone. Because he used to be a cat that used to come into my house all the time. I don't know what he is. I think he's dead now. But then he got annoyed because I used to yell at him for raking through my bin.
Oh.
I've seen wild cats, or not wild cats, but feral cats around here.
But I'm like, no, because he would let you pet. He would let you pet him and stuff. So I think he must have been a domestic cat at some point. Otherwise, he wouldn't be like that. But I was like, I don't want you breaking through my fucking bin. And he knew full well because every time I caught him looking for the bin, he just gave me a look. He'd be like, "Fuck, he's here." So he knew full well he shouldn't have been breaking through the bin.
Did you see that video? Like, it's got to be like a month or two back of that I recorded of me when I walk into my kitchen, just constantly both cats meowing at me.
No, I haven't seen that one.
They both meow at me. One wants wet food, and I'm not giving it wet food every day, and the other one wants treats. Always treats.
My cat does the same thing for treats. Some piece needs orangutan to their backside. I can see with the other cat. I didn't mind the other cat coming and eating my cat's food. If it needs food, fine, okay. But if it's gonna rake through my bin, no, you can fuck off because I tell my own cat off for doing that.
You let all the neighborhood cats come in and eat your garbage.
That is actually good work, Red Feather, to fix the feral cats and then just let them go. Because cats reproduce like hell. Next thing you know, your whole entire continent's covered in cats.
Yeah, and they'll fucking inbreed as well. They're fucking.
Oh yeah, they will.
Yeah, they're dirty.
Weird fact: rabbits don't have a problem with inbreeding. Something to do with it, they don't get the birth defects.
Yeah, domesticated cats are evil. They're the only species of cats that kill, even though they don't need to. Yeah.
Oh, I used to hate that. My sister's cat would constantly kill field mice and just leave them in the middle of the floor. Like, hey, here's a present. Oh, did you step on it? And it feels nasty under your foot. Ugh.
Yeah, over recent years, sheep in Scottish cities have become a frightening battleground around November the 5th, which I don't know is Bonfire Night, which is really more of an English thing, so I don't know why the fucking hell we started doing it over here, but okay. We started doing it up in Scotland, but okay. Where it even lasted one day. It's about fucking 2 weeks. About from like fucking week of Halloween till like fucking the 10th of November. That'll just go on. So yeah, if you hear fireworks on my stream at some point in the next month, you'll know why.
Why are they using fireworks to celebrate Halloween? You guys don't fireworks, right?
No, it's because it's Guy Fawkes. You've heard of Guy Fawkes, right?
Oh,
No.
Revolution guy.
People like to start that
Guy
early.
tried.
People like to start that really early for some fucking bizarre reason.
Do we have, I don't know about y'all, but do you really need any excuse to explode things? It's just straight up fun.
It's just tradition more than anything else. Emergency services are targeted by reckless thugs who either don't know or don't care what damage they can do. Horrific burns have been inflicted on children because stray rockets and deliberately targeted rockets. Every year, pet owners dread the indiscriminate explosions that can terrify animals. See, I'm weird in that regard. My cat does not fucking care. She won't go outside, but she won't care about the explosions inside. She'll just sit there and be like, I'm not going to go outside, but I don't really care about the explosion. And look at me like it's my fault. Banning of the fireworks does not mean the end of the fantastic displays. Professionally run displays such as displays of our Edinburgh Castle every year and will still draw awestruck crowds. I just think fireworks are overrated. I know they should be banned, but I think they're overrated.
Especially the ones you buy over the counter.
Especially the ones that what?
You just get over the counter at a fireworks shop. Do they set those up there as well? Like on the side of the road?
Not on the side of the road, but usually in someone's back garden.
Incidentally,
Imagine the cat chilling on the chair while Scotty hides under the desk. No. Remember the 5th of November, gunpowder, treason, and plot.
I don't have that much experience with gunpowder. I use black powder.
And the government will look into details of the responses. But months until the traditional annual fireworks displays, communities across Scotland want to enjoy the show, not to do with the damage.
If you want to get really specific, I actually don't know the type of black powder because there's different burn times for both gunpowder and black powder.
Oh, now you got Green
Should
Thunder
say it.
all Green Thunder's all.
Daily Record, lazy and can't be answered.
Thunder should say it on the bottle or the can.
Yeah, I have to look next time I'm out. I don't feel like going all the way out to the shop to look.
What color is the can?
I don't remember. I've been using it. The black powder that's in the it's a canister for you to take on the go for you to fill the muzzle loading rifle.
So it's on horn.
It's made out of brass, but yeah, essentially. I'll have to hit a picture of it next time I'm out there.
Was this specifically for one type of for a rifle or a pistol?
It is a rifle that is used in.
3F.
I want to fire that rifle too, but
Why?
Meaning
You
it
best
sounds
be
like a
real
task.
careful about how much.
Yeah,
You
that's
best
another
be real
thing.
careful about how much powder you put in that thing because you will flour that barrel.
Careful is something I don't do, which is why I
Then I would
I want
definitely
to, but
recommend you never touch it.
yeah, that's what I recommend too.
That's why you should be never. That's why you probably shouldn't be allowed to use explosives.
No one allows me to do it. I just do it.
Yeah, somebody
Getting from there.
disarm Green Thunder. Disarm the Green Thunder.
Yeah, are you technically allowed to own a gun?
Technically, yes, because no one has told me not to.
That terrifies me.
I've got one too. You should be scared.
Yeah, but Green Thunder terrifies me more.
Oh,
I only shoot at
Ironically-
targets.
Ironically, there was a ban that Obama had actually signed. There was an
Do you ever go
executive order
raccoon
that
hunting?
Obama had signed that would have taken Thunder's ability to
Yeah,
own
be
a
right
gun
back.
away, but Trump reversed it.
Green Thunder.
There's a few guns I want, and apparently the freaking stupid Apache Rhino that I think looks really cool. And it's kind of interesting seeing as it fires from the bottom cylinder instead of the top. Are expensive as hell. think it was like $2,000.
The only one I've got right now is a 38. It's just a little revolver.
I do want to get a hold of a couple lever actions like the 357. Nice caliber.
357 is not a
No, you
Wait,
can
what's
get
a
a rifle
357?
caliber.
well, you can get lever actions in 357. I've seen them.
Henry rifles, yes, but probably only Henrys.
Green.
Yeah.
You strike me as a person that would have weird things like old military grenades and stuff that you found here and there.
I do have
Have you
some.
ever?
I don't have any old used munitions. I wish I did.
They always turn up in news articles, like someone just finds a grenade from World War II in like a closet.
Oh, what was that? There was a news article about
Fireworks companies don't buy millions in advertisements for news companies to ban them all.
there was a older guy who used a I want to say like was a like 30 millimeter or so. It was a either way. It was a shell. It was a live shell that he was using to scratch his hemorrhoids, and it went in, and he had to go to the hospital. How embarrassing!
What was he using?
Like a really big bullet, basically. I think it was like 30 or 40 millimeter.
Oh,
Well, he had to come up with some story as to how it got up there.
No, I think legitimately he had hemorrhoids that he was trying to like scratch
What,
or push
a
back. I
bullet?
forget what.
So bizarre.
They make some big shell cases.
yeah, where's Green from the Stream Labs link? There we are. I'm being an arsehole right now.
What are you doing?
Well, 40 millimeters is like 2 inches, I believe. If you watch the Fallout New Vegas series, the grenade launcher I use is a 40 millimeter grenade launcher.
Can I go get these two to fuck?
What?
I'm for it.
Well, I can't see the chat. Oh,
He posted my Streamlabs link, which now I guess I'm going to have to get into town soon.
how far is it? I feel like you live really far out somewhere.
It takes like 20 minutes to get into town. One way.
Yeah, being in the middle of nowhere is good, but when you're an observer of the fireworks and the shit goes wrong, it gets scary fast. It must also be scary in the dark as well, is it?
I was scared by my dog when I was camping because you've seen it. 1 second, let me pull. I think I still have that saved. He kind of looks like a wolf, see? And I'm like, okay, are you my dog or something wild? Okay, you're my dog. Come on into the tent.
I was scratching my hemorrhoids, weakest excuse for why someone was sticking random things up their butt.
Yeah, who goes for a bullet to scratch their asshole?
I don't know.
Something isn't adding up. I fell on it.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we should go back to the news. I think, right. This is a news show, girls skipping school to avoid sharing gender-neutral toilets with boys because they feel unsafe and ashamed, parents and teachers claim. Girls are skipping school because they feel unsafe and ashamed using gender-neutral toilets, it has been claimed. They're also worried. They're also said to be putting their health at risk because they're worried about sharing the facilities with boys.
Well, that's bullshit because in a university, all the bathrooms were gender neutral and co-ed.
You know, this isn't the university. This is a school of
Well,
teenagers.
maybe.
Parents and teachers are said to have expressed their concerns that female pupils have large worries about sharing the toilets with boys, according to the Mail on Sunday. One particular issue has been raised that some girls are not going to school during their periods because they fear becoming a victim of period shame. Where girls are made to feel embarrassed, usually by boys, for having their period. Has that ever happened?
Yeah, you can get an infection from not peeing.
No, but I'm saying like because they're being bullied because you had a period.
Yeah. Hey, well, I don't know about that, but I would just stay home anyway. It wasn't like a big deal. I stayed home and watched reruns of Matlock when I was.
You basically just use it as an excuse not to go to school.
Yeah.
I didn't need an excuse. I just didn't show up anywhere. There's any kids watching this, don't be like me.
Yeah, I wouldn't suggest it. I was the same way, and then again, I never graduated, so yeah, I don't suggest it.
Let's go to 16 and pretty much nothing.
Why'd you do that, Scott?
Because you're allowed to.
Oh, okay.
In Scotland, you're allowed to leave school at 16.
That would have been nice.
I left at 18. I would have graduated that year, but things got in the way.
And then you can
Also, you know, bathrooms in schools are pretty nasty.
saying that at my school, I actually had a unisex toilet.
I shit you not, there was a toilet seat in one of the boys' bathrooms at my school that was yellow. I'm pretty sure it started out white.
Like my school had my school had a normal girl and boy ones, but they also had like a unisex one as well. Weirdly enough, I don't know if it's still there, but and Redfeather's gonna be right back. No worries. No. Which was a bit weird, but no one was really that bothered by it. As far as I'm aware, nothing weird happened in there. The rumors, but you know, it was a school in a small town, so rumors are going to happen.
I want to know the rumors. What did you do in those bathrooms, Scott?
Rumors about people fucking each other, but it wasn't me.
I am so not happy that I just came across that.
What?
I'm looking for the actual news story, and came across hemorrhoid porn video on Pornhub. I am not clicking that.
Of course, that came up when you searched.
That
probably
worse than the things you said to me and I'll say for work. Yeah, there's many issues in the world. The Middle East kicking off, North Korea, China, even Brexit and the EU, but the news covers gender and bathrooms. Yep. And then there's some females are refusing to drink liquid at school so they don't have to go to the toilet.
all bleeding and dehydrated. So terrible.
There's been a drive recently to design gender-neutral toilets in order to become more inclusive of kids who identify as transgender. See, if they're a kid, they shouldn't be transgender then. A guy at school used to regularly shit in the urinal because he thought it was funny before there was a thing on South Park. And the other thing people used to do in the bathroom in mine was that people used to chuck toilet roll on the roof.
Yeah, spitballs. Ugh.
No, it wasn't spitballs. It was just they'd use the sink. They'd use the taps in the sink and then just like throw them in, make it. Then spit on it and just do that.
Yeah, because public restrooms aren't bad enough. We just make it worse.
And I think someone else had a wank in the toilet as well one day.
Did what?
Had a wank in one of the toilets.
Oh. Are you sure you didn't go to school with Green?
No, I
No.
never winked off in the toilets. That's nasty.
You've got standards.
I mean, that was like I don't know where I was going there. No, because Green's 29, I'm 23, so no, he wouldn't have been in school the same time as me.
I always
let
forget you're
alone
like
different
so much
countries.
younger.
Yeah, that in different countries, yeah.
You really are a baby, Scott.
I'm not a baby, I'm 23.
You're a cute little baby.
I mean, lost Tucker. That's true. Yep.
Hi, Scotty.
Hello. I don't look like a baby to you, do I?
You have a baby face.
Oh, baby. Yes, I don't have a baby face. Yeah, maybe not
Are
at
you
school,
gonna grow
but
your hair back up?
no. See, long hair was a pain in the arse to maintain.
But it was so majestic.
Yeah, maybe not skill at wanking, but work wanking, I salute that. Getting paid to fap. I may or may not have had a wank at work before. Yeah.
That's a really good idea.
What?
You might as well get paid for it.
Because apparently you do get paid to wank. You can get paid to do sperm donations.
Oh. Did you see that article? Did you read it? I might have missed it. This guy donated his sperm and was told like his donations would go far away from him, but it turned out like he fathered several children in the same town. They're all like going to school with each other now.
Yeah, my phone just went completely bonkers working on it now. I know what it's triggered. I'll see if I can find out after this. But now doctors and politicians have called skills to halt the move as a way of protecting female pupils. GP Tessa Katz highlighted the potential problems a girl could face. They held their urine in for long periods of time on a regular basis. See, was that this, or why you just go for the pace? I could understand if like someone got raped, if a girl got like raped in the toilet or whatever, but if that's not happened, then there's no real reason to be scared of this, is there? That's just me.
Yeah.
Supposed to be the psychological effects of girls not feeling safe enough to use mixed sex toilets is also concerning. Peoples of Deansfield Primary School in South West London launched a petition last month against the institution of unisex toilets. One mother who has daughters aged 4 and 8 at the school said the cubicles would open in the bottom and top so all their pupils can easily climb up to the toilets and peer over. Then by their own logic, though, they could do that. The girls could do that as well. It's their own thing. I'm gonna say there, Mandy.
No, I was just rating that burp.
A spokesman for
Who was that?
Deansfield.
Was that you or was that Green?
What was what?
Oh my.
A spokesman for Deansfield said, "We continue to support parents with any individual worries or concerns they have." Tory MP David Davis has backed claims that transgender rights were overriding those of women. If girls are not comfortable sharing a toilet with boys, it should make a provision for them rather than saying girls have got a problem. Night TC. Stephanie Davis Henry from Parents Campaign Group. Transgender trend. I feel like concerned there's a fucking parents group called Transgender Trend. That worries me. The schools have been misinformed by activists that they could be breaking equality laws if they don't make unisex toilets. She said there were pretty clear exemptions under existing equality laws that said it was perfectly legal to have same-sex toilets. And Nota said the head teacher of primary school in South End, Essex, came under fire this year after it was alleged he had banned teachers from referring to pupils as girls and boys. Yeah, that's fucking stupid. The Olympic Theatre in Waterloo, central London, recently asked male and female toilets and made them all gender neutral. That's just stupid. Anyone else still here?
It really is stupid. Oh, you're gonna have to use public restrooms for the rest of your life if you plan on leaving, going places. Just use the damn bathroom.
Yep. So I can find your article. Yeah, Tom's still here. English Tom Hyde.
I found the story.
What story?
Here, let me. The hemorrhoid.
That took a while. Did you stop off at Pornhub to watch the first one?
No, it took me a while to actually find it. It's part of a bigger article. This is the story who sticking with a London World War II veteran was plagued with terrible hemorrhoids, so he used a live artillery shell to push the hemorrhoids up into his rectum. One day he was pushing too far the ammo beat his anus, and when he went to the ER to get it removed, he admitted that the shell was live and could explode at any time. A bomb squad was brought to the hospital to assist in the removal of the shell. What the hell is
What?
that?
Leave fast.
Peanut butter jar up your ass. Holy crap, you gotta click on that.
Wait. I'll look at the whole thing now. 10 craziest foreign objects found stuck up someone's arse. According to ER doctors, getting foreign objects stuck in your anus is surprisingly common. On this are weirder than most, however, it was gone beyond the usual bottles and dildos to bring you the 10 bizarre items that have been lodged in people's bottoms. Something tells us they really didn't slip and fall on these objects. A key. See, a key isn't the worst thing I've seen.
I saw a cell phone once. I hope they got that.
That's further down the list.
I think I've seen one that had a Buzz Lightyear up someone's arse once.
Yeah, and the wings extended. Holy.
A vibrator and salad tongs.
What?
I think I know why the salad tongs did it. I think someone got a bit excited. And,
looking at some weird things. Why? Scotsman and Mandy.
Wait, what are the tongs attached to that?
Dildo.
Yeah, well, I think what happened here is someone got a bit too excited with the vibrator and
Jammed it in and tried to pull it out.
Someone took tongs up there to try and get the vibrator back.
Oh, Tom remembers the Buzz Lightyear story. I missed it. I'll have to look it up.
I remember seeing it on Russell Hour's Good News years ago. But actually, you probably don't even know what Russell Hour's Good News is, do you?
You went to infinity.
It gives a whole new meaning to "You've got a friend in me."
I think it was in a bit of a. Thing is, how the fucking hell is having a Buzz Lightyear up your? That must cause like some serious intestinal problems.
It sounds like they can make another Toy Story out of that.
I've heard of worse. A guy legitimately. Well, there was the guy who died of horsecock, but someone tried to jam an eel up their ass. The eel was none too happy and bit his colon and perforated it, and he died.
T-Bumfinity.
I wonder if that hurts if you bleed out in your anus. I bet it's like not too bad.
It sounds like something on my list of things not to try.
Well,
What happened?
I used to work in a place with no women, so I'd put an out of order sign and shit in the women's bathrooms as my private clean bathroom.
Not gonna lie, I'd probably do the same.
Live ammunition.
weirdest-
Green Thunder, was this you?
Oh, there you
No,
go,
it's a
Green.
World War II veteran. I ain't that old, but look at the size of that thing. I told you it was like 40 millimeters.
It wasn't scratching at his hemorrhoids. He probably has hemorrhoids because he has a propensity to put things up his butt.
Isn't that prolapse, Mandy?
I don't know. You tell me, Scott.
Peanut butter jars. Is this?
Yeah, how do you get a peanut
butter?
butter jar up your ass? You have ruined yourself, sir and or madam. You just ruined yourself.
Is this like? Is this Have you ever seen One Man One Jar?
Oh God.
I've
think I just
heard
saw.
of it, never seen it.
It's this guy who just tries to stick a jar up his arse and it ends up breaking the jar and it ends up bleeding out his anus.
Is it just me, or does that look like almost one of those vats of peanut butter, like the giant peanut butter
It
jars?
looks like it came straight out of a Sam's Club.
But then maybe it was a small person.
Oh,
I don't care. They ruined themselves if they can fit that up there.
that's at least like several hundred anal stitches.
Yeah.
Because you. Hey, that was it. Is that it?
I think there's a.
It's the side more. A bottle of perfume.
At least they care about hygiene.
Actually, this reminds me of something. I remember someone sticking a fucking can of deodorant up their vagina, but not up their arse.
Whoa, Ted Bundy raped a girl that was dead with an aerosol can of hairspray.
Or maybe just
sorry
an
about
amateur
that.
lab. This X-ray is not to scale.
I hope not.
A ringing mobile phone.
Yes.
Was it on vibrate? That is my question.
Did it go out of network?
I just don't even know anymore. How does this not seriously injure your organs? A pint glass.
Holy shit.
Why?
How did it even get up there?
Well, obviously they put it there, but y'all want to stop. Humans need to stop sticking things where things don't belong.
What do you want to do? Did this person just really like the pint glass or something and just decided to just stick it up his arse to try and steal it from the pub or something like that? Because
That is one good question. Did they keep using the phone after that?
I don't know. I bet 4G still works up there.
Well, it was a flip phone, so I don't even know if 4G was around. What is that?
A
Oh,
flashlight.
Flashlight.
So someone's
flash?
taking a fork up their arse.
Yeah, it's the same shape as a dildo.
And the worst one you asked me the fucking pint glass. Like, how the hell do you manage to get a pint glass up your arse without breaking it?
I want to say that peanut butter vat thing is fake because I just don't physically see how that would be possible that wide.
A toy car.
Worst one.
Ah!
That's the man anyway.
Why are you? Why?
Oy.
Also, did it actually set?
It said during a kinky sex session, two homosexual men decided to try something new. One man laid down and let the other man pour cement liquid in his anus using a funnel. Yes, really.
Lol.
Yeah, that's just.
Why? Humans are disgusting.
I agree. Humans are just degenerates and should just all die. Well, 90% of them anyway.
How did they get those large objects out?
I have.
Did they cut in the abdomen?
Surgery, I assume. I assume it'd be like the same way like how like some babies need to get like a C-section. I assume it's like that. Only for
These people thought that their butthole was like nature's pocket.
I mean, it's a prison pocket. I think it's referred to
Yeah.
as. No, prison wallet. That's what it is.
Okay, yeah. Albert Fish. Did anyone hear about that guy? The serial killer?
No.
He makes these people all look like pussies. He used to shove needles in his dick hole. I'm
Why would you
serious.
stick needles
This
in your
really
dick?
happened. He was like into like hurting himself for pleasure.
some people are just weird.
They did an X. They
There you
actually
go.
X-rayed.
This dog looks like it's judging you. Like all these people who jam random things in their anus should be judged.
Yeah, he's cute though.
He's cute, but he's judging. Look at that face. Or he or she, I'm not sure.
I don't like the tone of his judgment.
I don't know what his... Cat, will you stop tangling yourself in the freaking cord?
Yeah.
Have you ever had a cat rip earbuds out of your ear? Ain't too pleasant.
I've had the cat knock my microphone off though.
Discanar's cat eats his wires.
I had rats eat the wires to my Xbox headset once. I forgot and left, like, I had the headset and controller on the rat cage, and apparently I left the wire dangling down.
So have you ever gotten anything questionable shoved stuck in your bum?
No.
No, my arsehole's an exit only. And it should have been that way.
What about when you have to get your prostate checked?
I'm not. I'm too young for that.
I'm a good like 15 years away from getting that.
I think it's when you're 40, so I'm like 11 years away.
It's usually that like late 30s, early 40s. Gonna be.
I'll do it for free, guys. I'll check your prostates. Come over.
We will as well.
What's up with blind trucking? Is it tonight?
I think so. I don't see any news of that. So I seen Skittles is streaming later on. That's all I've seen. Well, I seen anyway. I can't see the article you sent me.
Wait,
In my
What
Discord.
article? The article you just had up?
No, not that one. The one that Mandy sent me apparently.
Oh,
What was it?
Said the one like the one that had like thousands of kids or something.
Oh yeah, I don't think I sent it to you. I just read it.
Oh, and oh, there's a stream. There's no stream yard enough. So there's one. Only my finger.
I mean, yeah, I guess your finger does slip up when you're wiping every once in a while.
Yeah, I
It's
guess
a
so.
horrible feeling.
On water end is it when you shower, which if you've had a really bad shit, going for a shower is quite nice. I mean, lost Mandy. I assume Mandy will be back at some point.
I will go back to this one.
We just have fun dropping it out. 5 different pills to limp dicks. We're still jamming cameras up our asses like cavemen. Damn broke science. Pembroke Lakeside. Yeah. So, see what the fucking shitty article be able to do.
Which I have not heard anything.
That's too depressing. We need less depressing articles for that for Sunday.
Sorry, I got kicked out of StreamYard.
I
People are still
will
complaining that
look into
fucking
my local
F1
news.
like local news of nowhere, like deer tramples over like field or something.
I actually local news for me is Battle Creek News, so it's kind of a bit the next city over. It's kind of big.
As a teenage climate change activist of color, I'm tired of being ignored by the world.
Oh no.
On Friday the 25th of September, 350,000 people, myself included, took to the streets to protest the government inaction on climate crisis. In the UK, but joined by billions. Hey, my brother's birthday today. He turned 12. It'd be great. He would be so happy if you could congratulate him. His name is Nick Kerr. That'd be great. Okay, happy birthday, Nick Gerst. Congratulations.
That was a good troll.
I don't know if I think it must be a troll because I'm not like I'm not.
He made you say nigger.
No, it's Nick Gerst.
The more you say it, the worse it sounds.
All right, not
Okay, I said nigger on here.
that story, right?
This show ain't getting monetized, so do I care?
I like that they put a whole long thing too. It seemed legitimate.
Hello, Noah, also known as Tennessee Marine. And
All right.
no
Nothing
skill,
good in local.
skill of winter kids that go to climate protests. Yeah, make them walk. Joined by millions as part of a global climate strike last week. A week later, hundreds of thousands took to the streets again in Montreal. But the aftermath of those demonstrations revealed an ugly side of the movement. Indigenous demonstrators were subjected to racial discrimination, including verbal and physical abuse. Next it out.
Why is the China growing a freaking cotton plant on the far side of the moon news? I thought they did that weeks ago.
Clearly, the climate action movement is not immune to whitewashing. Such suppression should be at odds with the targets we are working towards. But as an activist who has encountered political and social opinions from across the spectrum, it's apparent that absence of true climate justice is often missing people's perceptions of a solution to the climate crisis. You can see we can't solve this issue without acknowledging some of the biggest factors that have driven the acceleration of climate change. Colonization within Western nations invade predominantly in the global south did not just ruin countless people's lives, homes, all in the facade of helping them. Facilitated mass oppression, exploitation, abuse, and abuse using land resources and laborers to the advantage of colonizers. Why are they comparing this to fucking colonization? This is just stupid.
Oh, what were you talking about? I'm reading.
Climate change.
Oh.
Ban them from owning multi-million-dollar boats too. In the name of power and wealth, these places were expanded, rivers destroyed, while rainforests and mangroves and more were ruined to make way for roads and railways. And now, although these countries contribute to the least carbon emissions, the whole continent of Africa is now responsible for a mere 3% of the world's carbon emissions. What they forget to mention is the fact that India was a British colony for many years, and I think it's the second biggest contributor to pollution in the world, and it's behind only China. Didn't mention that one, did you?
Here you go. This article
No,
should be.
They
That
will
article
be
should be fine.
affected by the effects of climate change. The historic oppressions in countries in the global south was largely caused by countries in the west and people in those countries to continue to have this oppression by silencing the voices of minority activists beggars belief. I get the sense this person is a bit butthurt that not Greta Thunberg. This show didn't show up in my recommendation, but big though it should have done. Fucking YouTube. I belong in the algorithm. YouTube, go fuck yourselves.
It came up on mine.
I shit you not, that freaking Texas cop being convicted is in Science News. What the shit is wrong with people? Why? That is not in. There's nothing to do with science in that story. You retarded freaking.
Well, there's nothing to do with the story I'm reading right now. So solutions are bigger than pollutions. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the biggest offenders are China and India. Yeah, and we're talking about colonization, and when India was a British colony, so. But if you look at carbon emissions per capita, then India is a different story. People like Greta don't help with their big boats. No. And plus having to fly places like the UN. Please don't burp. I'll burp if I want. This is my stream.
What'd you do?
I
I
dropped my
burp on
phone.
stream.
You know, it's funny how all these renewable resources or renewable energies they keep saying that we should go with actually end up hurting the environment more than anything.
I know, Big Don. I know you said please. And anything as well, like the guy who managed to turn. It was a 23-year-old who's actually done like. Oh, fuck, I can't remember what that guy done actually. Fuck. You can remember.
Cleaning up plastic in the ocean, that guy?
Yeah, he done that, and yet no one ever mentions him.
Because he's not kowtowing to trying to scaremonger. He's actually getting shit done instead of blabbing, causing more carbon emissions.
So he's done way more to prevent like climate change than fucking Greta Thunberg's ever done in her fucking life.
Exactly.
Because he's actually got solutions to it. He's actually finding a solution to that problem. And yet you type his name into Google, there's like 200 results, apparently, only 200. We not learned from our disastrous history. Whole countries have had their development stunted from what seems like an eternity because of such action. And yet the same patterns and silencing are deployed. You say that, but really, the West has always been more advanced than. At least the Europe was way more advanced than most of the world at the time. People in the global south have been warning us about this for centuries. They've been taking as much action as they can. Yeah, we have sold them. Yeah, we have sold with our superiority complex to take heed against them. That was a mistake. Don't fucking bark on Ruby Mary, yeah, probably. Then Big Joe's probably too nice to say that. I think Big Joe's really too nice to even be part of my chat. Most people in my chat are fucking degenerates.
Thank you.
I resemble that remark.
Hey, you're the biggest degenerate of the lot of them. I mean,
This is true. I do have the crown.
Yes, you win.
yeah. Am I too nice to be part of your chat? Do I have to leave? No, you don't have to leave. You can stay as long as you like. I'm just messing around, that's all. It's all of our superior conference refusing to take heed of their words. Now it's recognized at least part of that we're running out of time. The UK has legislated that we're about to reach that we have to reach carbon net zero by 2050, showing the the climate crisis is forced government to pay attention. It's forced government to pay attention, but it's not enough. We need climate justice. We've already stripped entire nations of their assets, and therefore we have an historic debt to protect these countries. For we may have started their means to deal with it. As the world's fifth largest economy, we have the capacity to. As we, the world's fifth largest economy, have the capacity to put in place measures to save us all. It's not our job to save us all. Just because Britain, we may have done bad things in the past, that doesn't mean that we should now carry it out to everyone just because, we did bad things in the past, therefore we should protect everyone. Like, no, fuck off.
What do you mean we? I haven't done anything bad today.
I'm thinking about myself here. The UK government needs to implement a new Green Deal, a rapid 10-year government-led mobilization to rapidly phase out fossil fuels while also solving a massive issue of inequality while providing. It will involve protecting and restoring vital threatened habitats in the UK and across the world. Educating our public through reforming the curriculum and making information about climate crisis accessible to all. Through initiatives like government information schemes, creating millions of well-paid, secure jobs, making sure we in the global south are equipped to deal with the inevitable effects of climate change, and we shield ourselves from the consequences we can still prevent. That made no sense. It's like, why don't they just leave it up to the fucking market? The market's already leave it up to the market to create solutions that will work for. Because I do agree we do need to start looking at other things to replace fossil fuels. I agree with that. Because oil and gas isn't going to be there forever.
The problem is there's not really anything we have found to date that can replace diesel.
And that's why I think we should leave it up to the market to test things that should be sustainable. Test things, and the one that's sustainable and is effective and a decent price at least will work.
My thing, I said this to someone on Twitter. It's like, I live as green as with as low carbon footprint as I possibly can. What are you guys doing to reduce the footprint?
Yeah, usually they're the ones that are flying all over the world and stuff, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like stupid.
Although I guess I could buy a better lawnmower, but who wants to do that? I think freaking.
This needn't serve as white saviorism or Empire 2.0. If we make sure that the autonomy of countries is respected, we can ensure that we do not silence our idea. We do not silence or force our ideas on countries without their approval. So basically, you're assuming they're just going to agree with you. Then you're just assuming that they're not automatically going to agree with you. That if they don't, then what are you going to do? On a pre Montreal could not occur. The damages of forced aid through colonization have been documented. With that in mind, I cannot stress enough we need to highlight the voices of underrepresented communities. Activists from ethnic minority groups will not be silenced. We will have a universal solution to climate change for everyone's input. We'll never have a universal solution to climate change without everyone's input, but then people are not going to disagree with each other. So, I think it's flawed. Too often, social justice campaigns is in the minorities. Workers of people of color, workers, people of color, young people are often forgotten, despite them being the backbone of our society. We must ensure that the same does not apply for climate action and movement in the UK and all over the world. That everyone can see themselves reflected in this fight for our futures. We may be able to discriminate against each other as human beings, but impending threat of climate change will not therefore it is imperative we see. If it's imperative we put aside our prejudice to unite for climate justice. That was just complete fucking word salad.
It was. All these climate articles are.
Yeah. I was like, I don't want. It sounds like they want fucking globalization, by the sounds of that. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think they should just put all this climate stuff on Bill Nye the Science Guy. He'll take care of it.
Yeah, you think, well, the same guy that believes there's no difference between male and female.
What? Really?
Yes.
Yeah, he kind of went with that. There's 100 billion different genders on his Netflix special.
Oh shit! I thought I watched that. I must have missed that part.
And apparently, actually, one of his really old shows didn't. I think the bit where he explains the difference between men and women. I think that got cut out of one of his older shows when it was on Netflix.
Damn, I really like Bill Nye.
Yeah. Bill Nye's now the Bill Nye the Science and Higher guy.
Yeah,
It's green fund of the world needs more people leaving as small footprint as possible and less activists who hop around the world. Yeah. And I think I might end this. I've been going for 2.5 hours. So anyone got anything to show?
let's see. Tomorrow's Monday, and I will be at 1 p.m. Eastern. Keep talking and no one explodes.
Yeah, with Thornton again, is it?
I'm hoping, Mandy, are you going to be up at 1 Eastern?
Yeah, I think that 11 here. Yeah.
I'll have to send you the manual.
Okay.
Or it's just like bombmanual.com to get the manual. You have to read while I describe the bomb.
Okay.
It's good fun.
Wait, so have you changed your time from 10 EST to 1 EST?
Every day, Sunday and Monday got pushed back so I can have more variety of people. Hopefully, some people not in our circle.
Yeah, that makes sense though, because like in the UK, like that'll be 6 p.m. so people have finished work and stuff by then. Most of them anyway. Which means if you want to like Survivor on, it might be easier.
Yeah,
So,
I need to.
it'll be a stream same time tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. You're all a bunch of cunts. Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye.